All right, so starting off with upper body for today, 7 minutes on the clock. We're going to do 4 reps, then 8 reps, then 12, and then back down to 8 and 4, starting off with chest press. So lying on your back for the first one here, grabbing my backpack that I always use here. We're just going to go from your chest straight up towards the ceiling there. Next up, we're going to hop to our feet. We're going to go a single arm row. For this one, it's going to be 4 each arm to start off. We're going to push those hips back, stagger those feet, and then we're going to pull in towards that belly button, in towards those hips, 4 each arm for that. Next up, we've got shoulder press. So I'm just going to flip this around here. Starting off right at your shoulders, pressing straight up overhead. Make sure you push that head through at the top. That weight should be right up over top of you. And then last one, I'm going to grab a couple of smaller weights, AKA books. And we're just going to do some lateral raises. So elbows bent a little bit, going straight out to the side, and then lowering back down slowly. Those 4 things, we're going to repeat those until that 7 minutes is up. I'll give you just a second here to grab whatever you need, and then we'll kick things off. All right, guys, 7 minutes on the clock. Let's get things started. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we've got chest press. So again, 4 this round. Now we're going to go 8 the next round, 12 the next round, and then back down to 8 and 4. Hop up to your feet, staggering your feet. Nice wide stance, bent over that front leg, and pulling in towards your belly button. Or each arm on this one. Shoulder press, straight up overhead. And grabbing those lighter weights, we're going to go lateral raises right out to the side. All right, and back to chest press, 8 reps this time. Back to that single arm row. Overhead press. And those lateral raises to finish off round 2 here. All right, good work. On to that round of 12. We're about 3 minutes in, 4 to go. 12 each arm on this single arm row. All right, 12. Going into that overhead press. There's 12. And then the lateral raises out to the side here. Elbows bent, keep those shoulders down and back. Just up till shoulder height and then lower it back down slowly. Should start to feel that burn in your shoulders on this one. All right, there we go. Back down to 8 for this next round. We've got just under 2 minutes to go. Let's finish up. There's 8. Moving on to shoulder press. And those lateral raises. All right, last round here. I hope you got about 10 seconds to go. Finish strong. All right, that is time for the upper body part. Good work, you guys. We're gonna move right along, get into that lower body section. It's gonna be the same format, 7 minutes on the clock, 4, 8, 12, 8, 4. We're gonna start off with just some normal squats. So you can do these either with a weight or without. I'll demonstrate with one here. So I'm just gonna hold this backpack right underneath my chin. Feet about shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out. We're gonna drop down as low as we can in back squat. Stand back up nice and tall. We've got 4 of those to start with. Next up, we're gonna do some RDLs. So I'm gonna take my backpack, hold it right out in front of me. Feet are gonna be hips width apart. Toes are gonna be straight ahead. I'm gonna push those hips back towards my back wall here. So I feel that stretch in my hamstrings, keeping my shoulders back, squeezing my glutes on the way up. My weight is staying right up next to my legs the whole time. Really make sure you feel that stretch and then squeeze those glutes on the way up. We've got 4 of those and we're gonna do some split squats. So getting into like a lunge position, you're gonna split your legs apart, drop that back leg down and stand back up. Most of your weight should be in this front leg for these. So we're just dropping that back leg down, standing right back up for each leg, and then switch. And then our last one here is going to be some glute bridges. So lying on your back, you can do these a number of ways. The easiest way, I'll show you this one. It's going to be feet slightly out in front of your knees. And then we're going to push those glutes straight up towards the ceiling, squeeze at the top, and then lower back down. You can also do it one-legged if you wanted a little bit of an extra challenge, or you can put a weight right on top of your hips and do it that way as well. I'll leave it up to you guys. All right, starting off with those squats, we've got 4 for the first round, then 8, so on. Just like the first part here. Get my clock started and we'll get moving. All right, 7 minutes on the clock. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. There's 4. I got my RDLs here. Weights right out in front. Pushing those hips back towards the wall. Stand back up nice and tall. And there's 4. You got 4 split squats each leg. Nice wide stance here. Dropping that back leg down towards the floor. Remember, you want to keep most of your weight in that front leg. Kind of lean over that front leg if it helps you. There's 4. Right down to the ground for those glute bridges. All right, there's my 4. Round 1 done, back to squats. 8 this time. Eight. Feet down. Start to feel that burn in your quads in those split squats. Keep working through them. All right, got those glute bridges. Finish things off. All right. We're just over halfway done. Keep working. We're on that round of 12 now. This is going to be the tough part. You got this. 12. RDL's up next. Remember to keep your shoulders back on this one. You don't want to be rounding out your back and reaching. Keep those shoulders back just until you feel that stretch in your hamstrings. All right, now split squats. This is going to be the tough one. Keep working through it. You got it. There's 12. All right. All right, round of 12 done. We got just under 30 seconds to go. Finish strong. Last little bit. All right, that's time, guys. Good work. All right, take a minute to catch your breath here, and I'll go over what we're going to do for core. Let me catch my breath too. Ooh. All right, so core is going to be about the same format. We're going to do 7 minutes. Most of the things are going to be 4, 8, 12, but you're going to start every round with a 30-second plank. So it's going to be a 30-second plank. Then we're going to go reverse crunches, leg lifts, and Russian twists. Russian twist is going to be each side. So 4 each side, 8 each side, and so on. So starting off with a plank, I'll leave it up to you if you do it on your elbows or up on your hands, whatever you're more comfortable with. I personally like to go up on my hands. So 30-second plank, just holding this nice and strong, core tight, get things started. Next up, we're going to do some reverse crunches. So lying on your back, we're going to bring those knees up, lift your shoulder blades off the ground. We're just going to meet in the middle. So for those, and then we've got leg lifts. So make sure you've got enough space. I don't want to kick my coffee table here. The hands flat on the ground. If it helps you to have them kind of underneath you, that's fine. Just make sure your lower back stays pressed down into the ground as you lower your legs. Four of those to get you started. And then the last step, we've got Russian twists. So heels either on the ground or crossed and lifted up. We're going to twist wall to wall. Make sure your whole torso is twisting, not just your arms. And that'll be the core section. So we're going to kick things off, 30-second plank. Every time you go back to the beginning, we're going to do a 30-second plank. The other 3 things, you're going to start off with 4, then 8, then 12, so on. And we'll finish off this day nice and strong. All right, 7 minutes on the clock. Starting off with that 30-second plank. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ten seconds left. 2, 1, done. All right. On the reverse crunches up next. So on your back. Hands behind your head. We're just going to bring those out or those knees in and crunch in, meet in the middle. All right, good. Next up, we've got those leg lifts. So on your back once again, hands wherever they're comfortable. If you need a little help on this one, tuck your knees. It'll keep you from arching that back, especially as you lower your legs. The more you extend your legs, the tougher it's going to be. All right, there's my 4. Russian twists up next. Remember, this is for each side. All right, then back to plank. If you guys want to kind of move at your own pace, I don't have to time you every time, but I will go for 30 seconds if you want to watch me. All right, there's 30. Back to those reverse crunches, 8 this time. Feet down. Now those leg lifts. My lower abs are burning, so I'm going to tuck my knees a little bit more this time. All right, now Russian twists. Coming up on halfway through this one, guys. Keep it up. We're almost done. There's 8. All right, back to plank. Take a short breather if you need it. And that's 30. Good work, you guys. All right, let's finish strong. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. Let's get through this round of 12. Reverse crunches up first. All right, that's 12. We got leg lifts up next. All right, Russian twists. Just over a minute to go. Let's finish strong. There's 12. Let's try and get in one more plank. We've got 45 seconds to go. I'm gonna wait till the final 30 and get that last plank done. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, last plank. All right, that is time, you guys. Good work. We've got a couple of extra minutes here, so I'm just gonna have you guys stretch a little bit. I'll lead you through a couple of things. All right. Whew. Catch your breath a little bit, take some deep breaths. We're gonna start off with just some leg stretches first. So in this staggered position, one knee down, 90-degree angle. We're just gonna push into it a little bit straight ahead. Stretch out the front of the quad a little bit. All right, let's sit back onto that leg, extend your front leg. Let's push forward onto that leg, or stretch the hamstring out here. If you want a little bit extra, point your toes up. That'll stretch out the back of your calf as well. All right, let's switch it up, other leg here. And you want to start at 90 degrees and then start to push forward. Don't start with that leg back behind you. Squeeze that glute forward. All right, sit back, extend that front leg, stretch out that hamstring. All right, good work. Next thing I'm gonna have you do, this will probably be our last one. We've got about a minute left. So just stretch out your triceps. So arms gonna get pulled overhead, pulling your elbow back behind you here. If you need a little bit of help, putting your elbow like this up against a wall works just as well. Stretching out this whole area right here. All right, let it loose. Last one here. Let's switch arms. All right, guys, that is 7:30. Thank you so much for spending your Tuesday mornings with me. Once again, I'm Coach Spencer. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks, guys.